Okay, so this video is cycle 5 bosses. We're going to go through all 3 of them and just show you how I do them. This is just the pre-lair. This is a great little angle. You can clean up everything from there. You can also do multiple headshots, as I've shown in other videos, but it's just easy. Okay, so the one thing about Anakin is, you can be a superstar player and try and take all the waves of monks and knights and everything. But for me, getting the extra points just isn't worth it, although I do believe you'll need that skill as you get into cycle 8 and 9, which I've yet to get to. But here, up all the way up to really through cycle 6 and cycle 7, this is the way I get through him. I use basically Incursion and a Cataclysm. Incursion is the ultimate killer for Anakin. Cycle 1, 2, and 3, it takes him out really fast. And here in cycle 5 and 4, you're going to need to basically add a little cat to finish the job. So what I do basically is I just load the stairs with incursions. And if you throw a holy light on there, he vaporizes as well. But it's all about what you have in your arsenal. So there you go, incursion, and then finish him off with some cats. You're going to get some wave appearance, so be ready to hold up your shield if you have to, if your timing's off. But basically that's Anakin 5. Okay, Gabriel. Gabriel, I play pretty much the same on every level. I use the pillar defense, and basically it's a solid way to play, depending on your weapons. But for the most part, one thing I like to do a lot is the weapons of choice will be Incursion, Tempest, Wrath of God, and then a Needles if I can get it. So here I just give him some pops with my basic arrow, trying for headshots at all times, and then I'm going to just tuck in behind the pillar. And you can play here all day. Yes, you're going to get some cupids and you're going to get some witches, but you don't get a lot. So they're relatively easy to handle. And basically, again, I'm just going to pump away. Hopefully you don't make a little mistake and peek before you should and get popped by a laser bolt. But you notice here behind the pillar, as long as you're out of line of sight, he cannot strike you with his sword. And now he's going to basically spawn some cupids. In earlier levels, I'll fly out at him and basically pop him with needles. But here in cycle 5, we're just going to hang behind here because it is double death. So once again, the witch and the cupids will make themselves known to you. They'll appear around the corner, so you can just stay tucked. No hurry. And again, let's continue to hit him. Here come these 4 bolts. Boom, boom, boom. After the 4th one, just peek around the corner again and start popping him again. And there he's going to do some more spawning. He got me. So that's a case where I was just a little careless. I should have tucked in a bit earlier. Swoops down, tucked behind the pillar. Out of line of sight. Can't see me. Let him swing away. He got me. Again, a little bit of carelessness, but that's how it goes. Actually, that was the witch that got me on that part. Cupid goes down, witch goes down. And now let's throw some Tempest at him to see if we can speed this up. Tempest is also a fantastic Gabriel killer, especially if you get the headshots. And he comes in, and you can also Tempest through the post and finish him off. So that's Gabriel. It just gets longer and longer the higher up you get having to deal with Gabriel, but really the pillar defense, in my opinion, is the best of them all. Okay, Asmodius. I'll play him pretty much the same way every time. You really want to come in here with the Tempest, if you can. That's the Asmodius killer all the way up through cycle 7, I found. I haven't got to cycle 8 yet, so this is all I know. That's actually the skilled player's way to play, is pop the skulls and then try and pick them out of the air. One thing I have to point out at this point, and I've mentioned this before in other videos, that if you have high enough achievements, at this point I have the long skull burn, or whatever you want to call it, so you can get away with this a little more at this point. The skulls don't explode immediately. If you're playing an early game and you don't have that achievement yet, as soon as the skull hits you, he's gonna kill you. So, but usually by the time you become a cycle 5 player, I think you've gained that achievement. So again, we just pop them, pop them onto the air, but really my favorite method of avoidance is to skirt the issue. And there we go. So that's part 1. And yeah, we have full health, so we're going to continue on. once again, Tempest is your friend. Don't worry about being a superstar. In my opinion, just take them out. Get rid of them. The extra points, no big deal. If you're using the needles technique, you can gain a ton of points just in the regular game, so why bother here? But again, if you're a superstar, I get it. But for me, just getting through the bosses is the game, and then racking up points in Purgatory and actually the Abyss. For me, Paradise Lost is just something to get through. I don't get a lot of points there yet. All right, so we're just going to finish off Mr. Incubi. And it takes a little longer here in Cycle 5. Nice thing I like about the crossbow is it's actually more efficient and much quicker than the bow, but the technique is the same. And here we are with part 2. Now I've lost my locomotion, which is something I really rely on, but that seems to be a glitch with the last Oculus update. So now we've just got to get through these next 2 parts without my locomotion, which again saves me a ton of times. But at this point, we'll just have to do our little skirt. So this part 2 is actually pretty academic. Pop the skull, doesn't take too many arrows, and then pound the horn. And if I had a cataclysm, I would throw it up. But actually, again, with the crossbow, you have enough power. Now just tuck behind pillar 1. He's going to throw 2 rocks. And there's 1. Pop behind the second pillar. There's 2. Come back to center. And repeat. And just pound away and rapid fire on the horn. And he's done. So part 3, I showed in another video where if you just take out the first monk, you'll get no more waves. But in this particular example, I'm a little off and I end up killing too many beasts. But again, Tempest, get rid of these guys. No problem. And then wail away on your incubi. Again, I really like the crossbow because if you're getting those headshots, you can vaporize him pretty quick. And here come the abominations, and there'll be 1 monk coming, but this monk doesn't appear fast enough for me. Normally he appears quicker and you get a clean shot at him. So I've also got the rising lava. So in this case, you can see that I took out more than 3 abominations along with the monk, which means now I'm going to get this additional spawn. And again, I'm just going to use my Tempest to clean him out. I'm just not too interested in being a hero and running around with headshots. For me, I just want to get through. Going to come up here, and then I'm going to grab my friend Incursion and pop away. And I make one mistake here. I get popped by the monk because I wasn't watching. Again, that's usually when it happens, but I have a blood there. And there you go. So that is the basic pattern that I follow for all the bosses. And on to Purgatory 6. So keep on keeping on. Lots to learn in this game. Lots of fun. And oh, there's another blood. And we're good. All right. See you next time.